Hey you guys, we're going to jump right into this tutorial. We're going to start off with outlining our brows with the Anastasia dip brow in Ebony, and you can fill them in as dark or as light as you would like. And me personally, I like my brows to be dark because I have dark hair. And I'm pretty sure every girl know how to fill in their brows by now, so now you guys, you're just going to do the same thing to the other side. You're going to fill them in just like you did your last brow. Your brows are sisters, they are not twins. Now I'm going to take my NYX concealer that's almost the same color as my skin tone, and I'm going to line up my brows. Well, basically clean up my brows at the top of them. So right now I'm just blending the concealer that's on the top of my brows and just blend away until you don't see anything else. And I'm going back in and filling my brows to become a little more darker. And I'm just doing the same thing to the other side with the concealer. So you're basically repeating the steps. So I'm gonna stop talking and just let y'all watch. So now I'm just going in with my LaGirl Pro concealer in the color Fawn, and I'm putting that right underneath my eyebrows to give it, you know, that highlight effect. And I'm gonna pull that concealer all the way down because I'm gonna use that as my base as well. You know, you just want to blend that concealer in so it won't be so chunky and matty. You want to make sure you have a soft, clean base. And then you're just going to repeat the same step on the other side. And normally after this step I would set my base, but I did that off camera, so that's why you guys don't see that part. So now I am going in using, it's not a eyeshadow, it's basically a blush. So I just went in and I used my razin. I use my MAC blush, which is called Razin, and I'm using that for my transition color. And you just want to make sure that you get your transition color all over your lid. I make sure I get it all the way over my lid. Like I will cover the entire lid with my transition color because, you know, I still want you guys to see the transition color when I put the other colors on top of the transition color, if I'm making sense. So now you're just going back in and you're doing the same thing to the other side with the same color. And make sure y'all just blend. Like, you don't have to rush. Take your time and just blend so everything could look seamless. As you see me go back in with the eyeshadow, I'm basically trying to intensify the color so it could be darker than what it was. So that's why you guys see me repeatedly keep, you know, adding more shadow to it. So now you guys, I'm going to go in with my Morphe 24 Grand Glam palette, and I will use the color Brew. I'm sorry. Yes, the color Brew, and I'm going to put that directly in the crease of my eyelid. And I'm using a pencil brush. I'm pretty sure it's a Morphe brush, but I don't know the number exactly, but it will be in the description below. And you basically, what I'm doing, I'm basically carving out my eyelid shape, and then I will go back in and I will blend it out to intensify it and to spread the color more. And my bad, you guys, I thought that was a pencil brush. That is so not a pencil brush. That is my blending brush from Morphe. But like I said about the number, I will have it in the description box below. I am so sorry. But yeah, make sure you guys blend and blend. Make sure you don't blend it too much to where it makes your transition color disappear. And that's why I told you guys I put my transition color all over my lid to make sure that, you know, I still could see my transition color. And you basically gonna do the same thing to the other side. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. But yeah, when I say I put my transition color all over my lid, I'm basically saying that I put it as high as I would like it, and I put my transition color all the way close to my brow bone, if that makes sense. And just make sure you guys blend, blend, blend. Like I said before, you do not have to rush. Make sure you blend the shit out of your eyeshadow. So now I'm going to take my concealer, my LaGirl concealer in Fawn, and I'm going to carve out my eyelid. And I go above the crease of my eyelid because I want you guys to be able to see the eyeshadow on my lid even when my eyes are open and closed. And so you basically want to make sure that the concealer is all over the lid, that the part that you carved out. And girl, make sure that shit is smooth. Let me shut up. And just make sure you do the same thing to the other side. You're basically repeating the step. Whatever you do to one eye, make sure you do to the other. That's all, plain and simple. And also another tip that I haven't tried yet, I learned from another YouTuber. If you would just relax your eyelids when you are applying your eyeshadow in the crease of your eyelid, it'll be 10 times better. So I don't know, I'll try next time, but just in case, if anybody else want to try it, now is the perfect time. Okay, y'all, so now I'm going to go back into my Morphe 24 Grand Glam palette, and I'm going to use the colors Dream and Glazed, and I'm going to use a flat brush for this as well. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lid, the part that I carved out. And you want to make sure you pat it because these two colors, those colors are shimmery colors, and I know for a fact those colors do not work well when you're trying to brush them on, so you do better with patting them on. Now I'm going to take the color Brassy out of the same palette, and I'm going to put that on in the corner of my eyes. I'm going to put that in the corner of my eyes, and I'm really not brushing it on. I'm kind of sort of patting that color on as well, but it's not a shimmery color. Reminder, it is not a shimmery color, but I like when I pat it on. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm patting it on, and I'm making sure that, you know, it's blended well with the other two colors on my lid. And then I went back in with my palette and I grabbed the Brew to put at the end of my lid to give it a smoky eye effect. It's not that dark, but it was dark enough for me, so it worked. Now I'm just making sure that the brew is blended into the crease. So that's what I'm basically doing, and then I'm going back in with the brassy and intensifying its color. And then I go back and I add the dream in a glaze to make sure that color is intensified as well. And then I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. So like I said, I know it may sound repetitive, but whatever you do to one side, make sure you do to the other. And just make sure you guys colors are blended well. Just blend, blend, blend. Make sure your colors are very intensified. That's why you guys keep seeing me going back and dibble and dabble on the other eye. I don't know why I'm breathing so hard. But yeah, y'all get that. Y'all get it. So I went ahead and did my wings off camera, and I also applied my lashes off camera. And now I will be applying my foundation. This is the NYX Luminizer. I put that on before my foundation. Well, I mixed those two together. And my foundation I am using is LaGirl Pro. That is not right. I'm using Fit Me by Maybelline. Sorry. So sorry. And I'm using a blending brush, a foundation brush. I really don't know the name of that brush. I believe I picked that brush up from Ross's, and it just worked for me when applying my foundation. So yeah, some people use beauty blenders. I used to use my beauty blender. It really depends on what look I'm going for or how I'm feeling. So it doesn't matter what I use to apply my foundation. So now I'm going to go in with my fawn, and I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes. And I will do the bridge of my nose and the top of my forehead. And my chin. And next you want to take a damp beauty blender and you want to blend that out. Baby, blend for the gods. So now I'm just going to go in with my LaGirl Pro Concealer in dark cocoa, and I'm going to line up my jawline and the bridge of my nose, the side of my nose, sorry, and my forehead, and I'm basically adding definition back into my face. And then you just want to blend that out. And I would just spray my brush with the setting spray, because I do not like for my brush to be dry, especially when I'm trying to blend cream concealer. You want to make sure that you blend everything out so it won't look harsh. So just keep blending, keep blending. So now I'm going to take my black Radiance True Complexion contour palette in medium to dark, and I will contour my nose. And then I will take my translucent powder, which is by Laura Mercier, and I will set underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and then my chin. And whenever you're working with creams, I will always set them just to make sure throughout the day that you don't get oily, and yeah. So now I'm just going to go back into my black Radiance palette, and I'm going to set the darker creams, which will be my forehead and my jawline. So now I'm just going to dust all the translucent powder away. So now I'm taking my MAC blush, which is in the color Razin, and I'm putting it on my cheekbones. So now I'm just going to set my face. I don't know why I set my face before I put on my highlighter. I just do, but now I'll be going in with Cheeky Bronze highlighter by MAC, and I'm putting that on my brow bone just to give my brow bone some type of glow. And you see me going back in with my blending brush with the razin color, because sometimes I feel like that transition color can get lost. So I'm just, adding more. Now I'll be using the same highlighter, which is the Cheeky Bronze by MAC, and I'm putting that on my cheekbones. Yes, baby, because every girl loves a good glow. I'm not the one that's too overboard with my glow. I just like something simple and cute, and long as you could see me glowing, I'm good. And this lip liner is by MAC as well. It's called Nightmoth, and I'm going to line my lips up so I could set myself up so I can put my lipstick on. And I do not overline my lips. I line my lips up exactly the way they are. I like the size of my lips. I don't want to have bigger lips. So now I'm going in and I'm putting my lipstick on. This is a MAC product as well. I will have the name of that lipstick in the description box below. I got that like years ago, so hopefully MAC still has it. And then I will go in and I will use regular Beauty Supply lip gloss to add a lip gloss to it because I didn't want a MAC look. Now I'm just going to set my face, and this is basically the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was my first YouTube video, and I know with time I will get better, so you guys take it easy on me. See y'all in the next video.